Obviously, you're not a golfer.
You want to toe? I can get you a toe. Believe me, there are ways, dude. You don't want to know about it. Believe me.
Yeah, but Walter.
Hell, I can get you a toe by 3 o'clock this afternoon with nail polish.
That rug really tied the room together, did it not?
I believe it did, and so does this podcast. Welcome to This Podcast Really Ties the Room Together. My name is Joseph Eastwood Frisch. Do I have a problem? Maybe I do. My name is Joseph Eastwood Frisch. I'm a songwriter, musician, director. I don't know. I do a bunch of stuff. This is my good friend James Koppel,
The cameraman.
comedian extraordinaire, cameraman. Does all the things, cinematographer, perhaps.
Yes, clearly.
So, you might hear this. God, I pray you hear this. Welcome back. Listen, thanks for all the new subscribers, all the new views. As of recording, so this is going to come out like probably a month from now. We're up to like 200 subs and 25,000 views, something
Are
like
we
that.
really?
Yeah, which is great for us. Like I said, every time
it's amazing.
Every time I look at YouTube, I'm like, wow, that's okay. Hey,
Are you looking at the right thing?
No, I got like proper analytics, yo. I know how to do them. So also to some people who probably might be thinking, what happened to 20 and 21? It's summertime. Shark is never not playing.
Right. Always playing music.
And that also means my wife is an educator, which means she's home all the time. So the time I have to record is not the time Shark has to record. So we're literally just kind of hanging out because our next episode is our 300th episode, and we're kind of just like trying to wait till everybody can get together. And
This is also clearly the better, more high quality show.
well, yes, I mean if you look at the YouTube,
if you look at the analytics,
basically my manager has told me that this is the way to go.
we need to reprioritize where the
They were
funding
like,
is
can
going.
you get Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris movies, U2, booze, making mistakes.
St. Louis Battlehawks, cacaw.
That's right. Hashtag. We are tuned again, so people are really in the know. By the way, thanks for all the subscribers. Thanks for watching. We do movies, good, bad, whatever. As long as we can talk about it, have fun. And this week, we're trying this for the second time.
Oh, my
It's
Lord.
a little stormy outside.
It is,
Pray to
too.
God we don't lose power again. We tried this. We had a miraculous episode. It was 2 hours long plus, and we lost it.
If we lose it this time, I'm done.
We're not doing it again. I'll literally burn these on camera. And I would also let me right now pay homage where it should be directed. I am a paid subscriber to the Action Boys podcast. It's a Patreon show. I mean, they have a few. They put out some every once in a while to their Spotify feeds or whatever. And they've done Beastmaster. And the reason we started doing this show is because I was telling you about their show, and I was talking about they watched the Beastmaster, and I had never realized that of Dar when he says, "I am Dar," just how corny and bad it is.
Yeah.
And the fact that when you hear Dar speak, he sounds like every kung fu voiceover actor that we in all the movies that we loved growing up. I am Dar. That's the voice of the guy who says, "I'm here to fight you.
Yes.
You will not back down. Leave the
will
lady
fight.
alone.
You will fight me.
Leave the dog out of it." Did I make that joke last time?
I don't know.
That's a Police Academy joke.
Yeah.
So we very well might reference the fact that it was probably the best goddamn show we've ever recorded. I was laughing.
It was 2 hours and 25
There was
minutes
tears
the last time.
falling out I couldn't stop laughing.
We were
We had a lot of drinking tea.
Yeah.
And clove smoking. I was smoking cloves like Bill Maher. I think I might make it my goal to talk shit about Bill Maher on every single show.
Hashtag Bill
You
Maher.
rule Bill Maher, no butt stuff.
We were out of control that episode, for sure.
we were. All my papers are falling apart.
No.
These notes are so old. Koppel already burned his notes.
Yeah.
Beastmaster, August 20th, 1982 is when it came out. Boy, I love this movie as a child. This is a kid's movie. It is He-Man come to life. Number one song. You remember the number one song?
The great thing about having me on this show is my memory is so garbage that this is all brand new to me again.
Number one song. It really ties into the movie. If that helps you. August 20th.
Eye of the Tiger.
That's exactly right.
I got it last time,
You did get it last time. Yep, you did. I watched the footage. It was like Eye of the Tiger, number 2. Very timely. Back on the radio, if there is a radio. Back on whatever. Abracadabra. By Steve Miller, which is now the new. Well, it's probably not hot anymore. It was the Eminem song there for a minute. And then another great song, Come On Eileen.
Yeah, which is very dirty.
Number one show. Who shot him?
Oh, yeah, Dallas, JR.
Dallas. Number 2.
Did I get it last time, too? I think I might have.
Might have. Number 2.
Or I might have said, like, Falcon Crest or something.
Well, you're
"Oh,
close.
so
The next 2 are great.
Knots Landing or...
Love Boat.
Love Boat.
Is
Love
number
Boat.
2.
God,
The Love Boat.
I still watch Love Boat when it's on. The reruns.
Excited and new. Do you really?
Yeah, I freaking love Love Boat, dude. I don't know what it is. I'm obsessed. I think I loved it so much
Is
as a
it
kid.
is it just the comfiness of it?
You know, I've been on a couple cruises. I thoroughly enjoyed myself a couple times, and it's like I don't know. I
get it.
I enjoy it.
It's kind of
There is no Isaac on cruises nowadays.
like no, there hasn't been for some time, my friend. It's kind of like me and Cheers, probably, or me and Northern Exposure. Yeah, probably more like me and Cheers. Yeah. I am not a bar guy. I had to spend a lot of time in bars because I played in bars, and then in my younger years, I hosted open mics. So I literally was like in a bar every other day of the week in my college years. But what I'm saying is I've never been a grown man who had a bar to go hang out in.
Right.
So Cheers should have no connection to me at all. But I watched it growing up and thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So I still love it.
Yeah.
And I hate MASH. God damn it. How do you feel about MASH?
So, when I was a very small kid, I had a black and white TV in my room. And the only thing I could get at night when I wasn't supposed to be watching TV was MASH. On WC13.
Yes.
Yeah.
Channel Mount Vernon's only station. How they got a station, I'll never know.
No. Yeah, so I hated it. It would bore the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But I would watch it religiously at night because it was really the only thing I could get.
I think I might have talked on the old show, talked about it. MASH came on, I believe, on Sunday night, and it came on after whatever the last thing that I watched was. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't remember what the last thing was, but I remember when it was time basically to go to bed, MASH came on. And in that horrible color palette of those grays and greens, and then the would come on, and I would just be filled with agony because it was Sunday night, which also meant
Back to school
tomorrow. And when I see or hear MASH,
it fills you with dread.
Dude, I am so filled with dread. Like, I literally want to smash a television that's playing MASH. And I know, like, Shark and Rob love MASH. They talk about it lovingly. And I can't.
Shark just loves Hot Lips Houlihan.
Well, that's probably.
And the history of it.
He is a big trans supporter, too, so. Wait, that's drag queen. I'm sorry. He's a big drag. As am I. Right now, like as we're recording this, yesterday was the Olympic ceremony, big kickoff in Paris, where people are freaking out because they believe they were drag queens. Drag queens were making fun of the Last Supper, and then I've commented endlessly on posts. I thought you guys like to do your research. Do your own research. I'm not even going to get into it. Number one show, Dallas, Love Boat, and the A-Team. That's right. The A-Team is here. What you talking about? This man talked to beasts. He got a tiger. I know something about a tiger.
I don't fly. I don't get near tigers. Other than that,
he got a hawk. He calls it an eagle.
I got a hawk too.
A mohawk. I mean, he was hot shit at this time. Think about it. Mr. T.
Oh,
he was
huge.
because A-Team's the number 3 show,
Right.
And then you got Rocky,
Right.
coming out right now, and then I don't know how I was gonna try time to be John Amos.
Could have been in it easily.
Oh God, would that have not have been great? She's not a slave. She's my cousin.
Yes.
She ain't no slave. Fool, that's my cousin. She's a royal. So, Beastmaster, we haven't even started.
This is what happened last time.
I loved this movie as a child. That
I love it.
Did I talk about the fact that my mother made me a copy of this movie?
Yeah.
And she cut out the boobs. None of the ultra violence that happens in the movie later, but Tanya Roberts' boobs, she had to cut those out. And we did talk about. Let's see here.
We did talk about Tanya a bit.
Let's see. No, we don't know that one yet. That one's pretty good. But there she is. There's Tanya Roberts. Koppel said that maybe we talked about her a little bit too much.
We were
last time.
We were-
So I won't dwell on her.
we were drinking a bit, and
I will just say her eyes are electric, as are mine. I've been told you can get lost in these baby blues. Just like old Tanya there. That's why I have to hide him from the world. You would fall. Listen, a lot of people have told me nobody does eyes like you. Nobody has eyes like me.
they told me, "Sir, nobody has eyes as beautiful as yours."
When they look into my eyes, people just fall in love. They were like, listen, your eyes, you lost some sight, and then they just grew back. Nobody grows eyes like I do.
The general said, "Sir."
Number 1 movie was E.T.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, part 3. Great one. And
I love that movie.
I love part 3. It's where he finally gets his hockey mask. Up until then, most people don't know. He was wearing a burlap sack.
Yeah.
Number 3 movie, a Dolly Burt classic, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Never watched it. I've tried to see it before. It was not what it was advertised as when I was young.
We actually discussed doing it on the show, but you got to pay to watch it, so screw that.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah.
not on Amazon. Yeah, if it's not on Amazon, we're doing it. Budget. Gus said the budget on Beastmaster is more than you think, especially in those times.
$12 million.
$8 million, which in today's money is what, about 32 million. It made $14 million. Beastmaster, turn to profit. Director Don.
High five, Dar.
That's right.
High five, bro.
I am Dar. I made some money. Director Don Coscarelli. He's been on Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs, Darcy the Mail Girl. I always give a shout out to Shudder. Hey, he's directed all of the Phantasm movies, so he's in my heart forever because I love Phantasm movies. He also did a movie called Kenny and Co. Never seen, and a cult classic, Bubba Hotep. Have you seen Bubba Hotep? We should see if it's on Amazon Prime.
I don't know.
People have told me about it for years. I just pretended that I saw it because I'd seen parts of it, and I was like, I've seen enough of it to know it was okay. I think it might be a Sam Raimi.
We could do a double feature of that and Kid Co.
Oh yeah. Wait, Kenny and Co. or Kid Co?
Kid Co.
Kid Co. What's Kid Co?
Kid Co is a bunch of kids. My memory is they end up starting a business for real,
Okay.
and they're just a bunch of kids. Yeah, and
What's the? There's a movie where there's like they're all gangsters but they're kids. What is that movie? I think we should do that one too.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We got Tanya Roberts, John Amos, which we know, of course, from Die Hard 2, from Damn.
Full House.
Yes, Full House. He's from the Urkel show.
I am Dar.
John Amos
From
he's,
Good Times.
Good Times. That's
Yes,
it.
he was James.
Yes, and
Married-
he's also from
married to Florida.
He's also from not McDonald's, but
McDowell's.
McDowell's.
Yes.
That's right. Mark Singer, is he cousin to child molesting Mark Brian Singer, director? I don't know. I've heard he is. And Rip Torn.
Rip Torn. What an actor.
Goddamn, Rip Torn's just doing God's work in this movie. It starts out there in the city. So let's not break it down like that. Let's just talk about what Beastmaster is. It's there's a guy named Dar. We watched this movie a lot as kids, and Dar
Taken.
Dar is taken. It starts off with some zealots and King Zed. Is that his name? No,
Yeah.
no. King Zed is the king. But what's Rip Torn's character's name? Max. Mayax. It's Max with 2 A's.
Yeah.
Mayax, because he mayax you.
Where the child is.
Or if you're a child, he's going to mayax you. He's big on sacrifice.
Yeah.
King Zed comes in, and he's like, Mayax. Mayax is like these witches, much like the whores from the brothel, all body, no face. They have the equivalent of...
Yeah. You see him from behind, and when you're
Yeah.
a young adolescent.
When you're a young adolescent,
boy,
you see
you're
them,
like,
'cause
whoa.
They don't show the faces for a
Whoa.
hot minute. And they're just like... And they have just draped, kind of gauzy...
rags.
They dressed like they're poor bums. Like, Mayax has not bought these poor bitches anything to wear in
They're
years.
just fortune tellers, you know. They're just,
Well, they're fortune tellers. They're hovering
witches.
over this pot constantly, and they got this. They're just. I mean, I don't want to sound like a pig here. I don't want to sound like Santo Maria, Santo Montino, from our last movie.
Notofuto or whatever.
Moputu to no tupu. But they're smoke shows until you see their faces, and their faces are
they're rough.
covered in
They're rough.
Play-Doh, basically. The special effects guy did not his best day.
No.
They're like, you got to kill this kid, this king's firstborn son, or he's going to kill you, basically.
Right. Yeah. It was foretold. You can't change it either.
Nothing you can do about it. You got to, and he's like, then the firstborn must die. That and Zed comes in. He's like, you can't practice this witchcraft. And then there's a cool scene where his followers hang themselves. Why? Just kill the freaking king. Help him out.
Yeah.
That's not doing anything for Mayox.
It's just showing how dedicated everyone is.
Yeah, and he's like, zealots, and he's like, kick him out.
It's like
he kicks
it's like,
out everybody.
It's like Trumpers, kind of.
Yeah, a little bit, very much like Trumpers. He kicks him out, and I guess his kick-out squad's not working very well because the witches are just hanging out.
Yeah.
Cut to the king's house, very easy to get into. There's
Very
just some
easy. She walks in with a cow.
She walks in with a cow.
One of the witches.
Could you imagine if that was your goal nowadays? To be like, your quest is to get this cow inside this people's bedrooms.
You're in England and you're going into the castle with a cow to like King Charles is right there in the bed, and I brought this cow in.
I know a lot about cows. I don't know how much you know about cows. I'm a bit of a cow expert. I really am.
I'm Dar.
I am Dar.
I know cows.
I am Eastwood. I know things about cows. I know they have 5 stomachs. They're noisy and smelly beasts. I can control them. You come here, be my dinner. I don't eat meat, so I can make those kind of jokes.
I am now convinced you're an expert.
There really are, though. I've grown up around cows for most of my life. And cows are noisy creatures. So, to sneak one into the king's house.
Yeah.
Nobody's guarding the freaking king. He's not really a king. Let's be honest with ourselves.
5 stomachs. Can you imagine?
Which one of those stomachs did Dar get into?
Which of them are, at least 2 of them are growling all the time. And to sneak something. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're right, though. My stomach's always, I'm plenty fed.
I have 1, and my stomach growled just then.
I've eaten plenty of food. I could probably go without food for 28 days.
Right.
And live.
I could go 50.
Okay. All right. I go 55.
And I would be down to your size after 50 days.
I was going to say, I can up this. I can go 60.
I can name that tune in 1 note. Name that.
I could lose that much weight in 1 year of not eating. Just turns into that. You ever seen the Mr. Show sketch where the mobsters are arguing about numbers and how bigger they get? It's like, I'm going to shoot you with my 45. Whoa! They start at like 7 or something. They can't believe there's a bigger number. It's one of the best. This witch. God damn it. We never get even close to being through with the movie at all. We'll be
21
back.
minutes, man.
Witch is cutting her out of the belly. She's going to take him to a place And, hey, it looks like we don't actually have anything for a while here. We have a few minutes. So
Yeah.
when we come back, Dar's going to meet his dad. He's going to throw this thing into the witch. There's a fight.
The witch has braces.
The witch, that's right. I forgot the witch has braces.
Witch has braces.
I've heard. I think it's actually on the Action Boys podcast. They talk about if you look up who plays the witches, they're all like models.
Yeah.
Who just had Play-Doh on their face.
So
it makes sense they have braces.
Is this in the past or in the future?
Well, they also brought up this point. At one point, I did hear it. Somebody says Jesus Christ. Which means this is after Jesus. And there's like eagle people. There's a Beastmaster.
Well, a lot of writings, a lot of skeletons are lost in the flood.
There's
Covered, never to be found.
I guess so. There's Jones.
There's Elf Richmond here. It was November 1981.
This is my great-grandfather.
I'd been sucking and effing my way up and down the coast of California. You might have forgotten about my world-class DSLs, but I was putting them back to work. My good friend of one day, Christopher Walken, invited me out for a night on the water with his good friends Bob and Natalie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We were boozing it up and having a hell of a good time.
This is my
They
great-grandfather.
were telling stories and celebrating life, love, and the human
He
spirit.
found his audio diaries.
And that's when I brought up the idea of a late-night ocean diving contest. Did I have regrets about it later? Sure.
No.
Did I perhaps encourage Natalie to dive where I knew there was solid rock here inches beneath the ocean water, just so my dive would appear much greater in contrast?
Maybe.
Did I convince them that she wanted to stay in the water and flail about because she was rehearsing for a rumored upcoming Titanic movie that never came to life? Maybe.
Maybe.
Did I then, in what turned out to be a bad move, started blowing my new test shark whistle? Perhaps. Did I also know that sharks can smell a drop of blood in 100 million gallons of water? I did not. Hindsight's 2020, as they say.
Oh, Fritzman.
Hindsight
Did I then
2021.
pester Christopher Walken all night with the joke of saying, I'm walking here, I'm walking here? Did I maybe make the joke way too many times, even after both him and Bob were crumpled up, crying like children, bawling their guts out, and I just couldn't stop saying, I'm walking here, I'm walking here, Christopher Walken. That's when they tied an anchor around my ankles and tossed me overboard. This overboard was not fun, like Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell.
No.
I luckily hit the very same rock that I talked poor Natalie into losing her life on. Ironic,
Don't you think?
I've never told anyone the story, and I never will. That's what happened
Oh, Christ.
Oh,
to
man.
Natalie Harris. Do you think it was somebody else? Schmizmo! I'm just joking, it was Wood. I've been peeing feathers again, Schmizmo. Large feathers.
He's a
Could
doctor.
it be my ungodly love of poultry has come back to catch up with me at last? Perhaps, Schmizmo. I need help. I'm not looking to go into the pillow making business. You leave me no choice. I'm gonna start the greatest goddamn urine-scented pillow brand of all time. Mark my words, Schmizmo, I'm gonna make 'em. You mark my words, Schmizmo, my dick feathers and pillows are gonna rule the world. You shouldn't have tested me, Schmizmo. I love you and I know you love me. But you do this to me too often, and this time I'm gonna make you pay.
Is your grandfather in the My Pillow
Feather
guy?
Pillow Dynasty. Remember that show, Dynasty? God, there was some ugly broads on that. You don't remember one of my life goals is to always disappoint women at any cost.
Yes. My great.
Anyway, I think that's all I got. Mark my words, Wizbo. Yes, pillow, pea, feather, pillow, fortune, coming your way. Signing off.
Is he the My Pillow guy?
Fritzman.
So for new listeners, this is my great grandfather. We thought he was a hero. He was a mystery to us all. He started sending. I don't know who started sending us these audio diary clips of his. Was he the My Pillow guy? It's a good question. Maybe he started the My Pillow. Maybe he helped seed it. One of the old shows in 2021, he revealed that he had a great fortune, and as long as no one changed the name Fritzman, they would receive it. Otherwise, it was going to Ronald Reagan's campaign. So I think we know what happened to that one.
Right.
It was pretty disappointing for me. So we have another audio clip coming up here. This is my great-great-grandfather mystery to us all. Turns out he's more of like an evil Forrest Gump. Seems like he's been everywhere. Just took credit for killing Natalie Wood, if you're not smart enough to catch on. I am Dar.
I'm Dar.
Would you like to go on a cruise?
Well,
No, that's a water, please.
Oh no, he sounds
Hello,
bad.
and I'm
very ill.
Smithers L. Fritzman. I'm much older, if you can't tell by my voice. I'm so old now, Smithsville. Still, I could be making video diaries at this point. I like the audio. I'm sticking with the audio.
That's a shame.
What gave me this long life? We'll talk about it some other time. 1996.
Oh shit.
Las Vegas. I had just spent around $12,000 trying to convince a Vegas call girl to reenact that scene from Forrest Gump where Jenny makes Forrest pre-ejaculate number 3 in the bed. Except I wanted it in reverse. Apparently, asking a sex worker to pretend to be soft-brained is not a good idea. Especially when said call girl left her low IQ sister with her abusive dad back in Kansas. Anyhow, I was upset. So I had my man butler Irwin drive me around the strip in my large black SUV.
Everyone's so new.
Yeah.
I pulled out my Brownie 1911
Oh, Jesus.
Lucky Hand
We know what
gun to
happens.
polish. Because if you have been listening to the Fritzman Files, and I pray you have, you probably know it's common knowledge that Smithers L. Fritzman, when he's feeling down, nothing makes me feel better than polishing my lucky pistol.
Yep.
And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing right in the SUV. It went off several times, shooting through the car. It even hit the black SUV right next to us on the strip. Man, the guy inside seemed to be a gangster. Tattoos. I'll say no more. I'll get canceled. But he looked like a gang member, if you know what I mean. So, I don't know.
He was a pilgrim, as Dar would
Little
say.
ever came of it. Who knows? By the way, Smithsville, send me more of those steroids.
California.
Orenthal, James, and myself have been roiding
Orenthal.
out hardcore.
Oh no.
We're looking good, feeling good. That's me and Orenthal's mantra. I'm not sure if Orenthal can handle the rage they produce like I can. I can settle the rage. I can handle the rage that builds inside me, but Orenthal, I don't know if he can handle it like me, but I'm good so far. I've also convinced him his wife's been cheating on them with her friend. And he said he'd come up with a solution. So I am glad everything's looking good for them. Just give us more roids, please, Schmizmo. Signing off. Oh, Orenthal, I can't wait for the next Naked Gun. You're one of my favorites. Schmizmo! I need steroids. Signing off, Smithers L.
All right. Apparently, he also had something to do with one of the greatest crimes of the 20th century, O.J. Simpson. All right.
Wow.
My great whatever he is to my family.
Do you think that he might actually be D.B. Cooper?
It's been floated. I've seen it out there on Reddit threads. I've seen those Reddit nerds out there like, I think Frenchman might be G.B. Cooper. And then other people are like, no, I think it's Elvis. I'm like, what? What are you nerds? 68 years old,
Right.
you boomers, talking about Elvis?
Are boomers still alive? I guess they are.
They're out there, man. They're booming their ass around, being like, you need to work hard, and then you can afford 4 houses like we have.
All you gotta do is pay like $3,000 and you can have this 80 acres and
God bless. The king's house is easy to get into. Dar gets put into a cow belly. Cool blue stuff gets put on their neck.
Yeah.
Gets into a cow belly. She cuts it open in the wild. Why they do all this, I don't know. They cut it open. She's getting ready to kill it. And then here comes this dumb-looking farmer. And luckily, he's got this cool thing called a Kara. Is that right? He throws the Kara into the witch. Very Obi-Wan. Her thing disappears. I thought it was cool as crap when I was a kid, probably. Mm-hmm. Then she shows up. It's a heck of a fight. He saves Dar. He's like, you will be Dar. He's like, I'm baby Dar. Let's just go ahead. He brings him home. He's cut to older Dar. That kid is somebody. Kid Dar is, I know, of course he's somebody. Kid Dar is like a person that we should know, I think. I don't know. He looks very familiar.
we should have Googled that before the show.
Yeah, probably should have. Last time we knew exactly who it was. I just don't remember. Last time. Anyway, I swear last time was better.
The last one was
Yeah.
way better than this.
We remember
We're
his
burnt out on
name.
him.
We were like, oh yeah, he's the kids from Explorers. Anyway, it's young Beastman. There's a bear.
Beastman. Beast.
Beastman, I have an assignment for you. Go to Grayskull.
All right, Skeletor.
Also, tigers involved in that. It
Yep.
could be.
Yeah, he's raised by this guy. A bear attacks him, and Dar controls the bear. But not before he kills his buddy, because his Dar's dad's an a-hole and throws his thing and takes off his hat. Gets killed by a bear. Doesn't seem to feel bad. He's like, you have a special power, Dar.
Don't let anyone know.
Don't let anyone ever know of your power, Dar. And let's say it cuts to Dar being a grown-up, and he's got a dog named Toto.
Great dog.
Toto.
Great freaking dog.
Great dog.
Amazing
Beautiful
dog.
dog. Toto.
White German Shepherd.
Spoiler alert, the dog dies. I think they might have actually killed it. We talked about this last time. If they didn't, they gave it a really hard tranquilizer where it was in a
Yeah.
deep, deep sleep.
What a dog, man.
The Juns attack his village.
Best actor in the movie, probably.
Oh, yeah, it's great. I was literally like...
Unless it was dead, and then
Well, that part. I did think... Actually, boys...
Frenchman, yeah.
Actually, boy...
I saw the dog the other day.
I was the pet wrangler on Beastmaster. Turns out, you can buy ferrets by the dozen.
Oh, man.
These damn things are cheap.
And they stink.
Let me tell you, did I talk about last time about how I had a girlfriend, younger, got to her house, got to her bedroom, she had ferrets, and at first I was like, holy shit, this chick's got ferrets. I was really, I don't know how I'm doing those. So she's got ferrets, and it's instantly like, God bless America, these things stink so
Yeah.
bad. Her bedroom stinks. Ferret stink. If you don't want to get a boner, ferret stink. It'll help you, hurt you. Anyway, Beastman's got his powers. The Juns come. Beastmaster has his power. The Juns come attack, kill everybody in his village. The dog helps him escape. There's a pretty cool fight scene where you get to see him. He kills a couple guys. We see the badass of the Juns. He's got a big deer helmet.
He's really not a good fighter for being a Beastmaster.
No, he's not a very good fighter.
That has
Even
nothing
when
to
he
do with
gets his, eventually he gets his father's sword, which he gives him. They kill everybody. He burns down the village. The dog saves him. This is why we said the dog's awesome.
Right.
Like literally pulls him away. And the reason the Juns are there, they're looking for. Are they still looking for the firstborn?
Yeah, they're looking for him.
Because he's got a scar. The witch branded him. He had to be branded before he was killed. Branded. Well, I don't know. That was some of the last. Maybe a few too many times. That's right. They don't find him because his awesome dog drags him off after he's been shot with an arrow. Actually, is convincing.
Yeah.
Then they show
they really shot him.
I think they really did. Then they show the dog dead. I was relieved because that was a still. I could tell it was not actually moving.
Yeah.
Which meant they just took a shot at the dog and paused it.
Yeah. They didn't have to kill a dog. They didn't have to train it to not breathe for a while.
No, but then he woke up and it was like, uh-oh, they shoved a sausage in this dog's throat. Because this son of a bitch is Deadsville. It's so limp, it alarmed me.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's got to bury the dog. He burns his village in a cool, like, Ghostbuster sign. And off he goes. Then he meets Tara.
Or just say no sign.
Just say no sign. Either one. Oh, that's the pilgrim. We don't want him. Let's get back to Tara. That's how he calls his bird. He can speak to beasts. That's the whole movie. He's the Beastmaster. He meets this chick, and there she is. Eyes that could launch 1,000 ships.
Yeah, you called her Helen of Troy-esque last episode, I believe.
I might have.
Yeah.
I mean, look at her. Jesus Christ. I'm happily married, but oh my God. Tanya Roberts. She was something back in the day. He sees her naked bathing. She's bathing, but she doesn't have she has her bottoms on. Like, I don't know. It's questionable. And he decides, wouldn't it be funny? Oh, wait, he's already fell. So I'm sorry. We're rushing through. He fell in the quicksand because some ferrets stole his little what's it called?
Pouch,
fanny
sidebar,
pack.
yeah.
It's fanny pack. Beastmaster's got a fanny pack, but it's cool looking. Ferrets steal it. It's got a bunch of crap inside of it. He chases the ferrets. He falls in quicksand. Boy, I loved that quicksand when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
Thought my son might like the quicksand. Showed him some of the quicksand. Kind of into it. But I couldn't stop talking about how it was animal abuse to the ferret. Because that ferret's inside that quicksand for a hot minute. He's like reaching around. And he pulls it out. And why I say it's like one shot when he's reaching around and he finally pulls it out. And it was not cool. It's like, oh, how many ferrets died in there? Fetzman here. Wow, I sound a lot like him.
Yeah.
He is my great-grandfather.
Wow. You have the DNA.
We went
of
through at least 53 ferrets.
the vocal cord DNA.
It's in there. I mean, can't be making conspiracy theories or anything.
You have a lot of similar DNA in your throat as he does.
I'm not as evil as he is. Dog fetch hill bark. Oh yes, we're way past that. He's got the ferrets. He runs into this beauty, this smoke show. He decides, hey, let my ferrets. I can control them. He talks to them. They help him out of the quicksand.
I am Dar.
I am Dar. Now you will be my cunning. I think he's what he calls them. He also keeps calling them his thieves.
Yeah.
Are thieves and cunning the same thing to Dar?
I think it's very similar. I think if you look up the definition.
I think Dar's lack of education is really showing here. It doesn't hurt me none.
But they steal her clothes.
They steal her clothes for him.
Yeah.
To which Beastmaster Dar is loving it.
thinks-
He thinks it's just such a great joke.
Yeah. It is a good gag.
I mean, it's a great gag.
If I had two ferrets that I could control like that,
You're cunning.
as a young man, single, I
Yep,
would have
with a
probably
loincloth on,
lurked around some waterways, waiting for
waiting for a beautiful maiden or slave in this instance to take a bath.
Just talk.
A slave taking a bath under a beautiful waterfall with another slave who never comes back again. Beastmaster doesn't take her clothes. I
No.
guess he's just like he's seen those.
Her breasts are pretty good too, though.
They are very beautiful, as the song from last week told you about my liking to breasts. Quite nice. Are they Tanya Roberts level? I'm not going to judge. But
Depends on what
let's
you're
just
into.
say no. Absolutely not. Tanya, he steals your clothes. Then he sicks his tiger on him, which we haven't talked about, is a tiger that's painted black.
Shoe polish.
Shoe polish. They spent 2 hours every morning painting this poor
Same
friggin'
guy who does
tiger.
Chuck Norris's beard.
Yep. Just when he got onto the president's man, he was like, "Chuck, I got this.
I got this. I
I
got
used
it."
to have to paint a tiger every morning." Why is it a tiger? Oh, I didn't.
Why isn't it just a regular tiger? Yeah.
We didn't do the taglines. Here we go. What you got any guess for the taglines for Beastmaster?
No, of course.
One of them has something to do with the tiger. It
7
is-
and the Ragged Tiger.
Yeah, it says, "Born with the courage of an eagle," which it's a hawk, by the way. He constantly refers to it as an eagle. It is not an eagle. And when he's in trouble and he needs his eagle hawk, yes, he does.
And it comes a running. It doesn't really run. It comes flying.
It comes a flying.
It doesn't come. It flies.
Born with the courage of an eagle. He wasn't born with it, by the way.
No.
He's not born. He was going to get killed by that hot, butter-faced witch.
Yeah.
She was going to cut him up. Born, Jesus, I'm going to get through this. Born with the courage of an eagle, the strength of a black tiger. It's a black tiger, y'all. That's the explanation we've been looking for. It's in the tagline.
Yeah, the black tiger.
The last time we did this one, we talked endlessly about the tiger that had shoe polish all over
Yeah.
it. We were like, is this a black-faced tiger? It's just a black tiger.
Yeah.
And the power
It should have had a mohawk.
of a gun. I'm here to get these Johns. It would be so good if you could hear it.
what
We should redo
what
the
animal is
Beastmaster. You
saying
could hear
back.
the Beastmaster. It's like look who's talking, and they all have individual voices.
Yes.
And that's the tiger's voice is
Here to get these Johns, fool. That would be great. Why would they not do that?
You just let me go in Mayax's temple. I may axe his ass.
Oh, we got to remake this movie now.
With Mr. T.
Yeah, no, but he's still around.
He is
dude.
still out there. He seems like
doesn't have to
everything
be-
I've heard of
He doesn't
inside.
have to be the voice of the tiger.
All the
I guess.
inside baseball I've heard on Mr. T is like he is a joy to work with.
Yeah.
He's just a great guy. So,
He probably.
hey, Daw, I'm gonna hide in this hay wagon. Don't you make me fly, fool. Don't you get me on top of that pyramid. You leave that to the ferrets. I'll take out some of these S&M characters down here.
Yeah, dude, we got to do this.
Uh-oh, hey, Daw, I fell in a trap. There's some Johns trying to poke me.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
man.
Hey, Daw. Wait a minute. Where's the best picture? Hey, Daw. Look out behind you. Oh, wait. Did I pass it? Daw, look out. You about to get attacked.
That was a scene, man.
Oh, they grabbed him around the neck with an animal control collar
Yeah. That they didn't use on the animal.
that they did not. Hey, Daw, use your eagle to look around here. I mean, hawk. Just don't let me see through its eyes. I might throw up.
I get motion sick.
I love it when a plan comes together. Wait a minute. That's not my line. Fool. I pity the Mayox that comes against me.
We have to do this.
Wait, I pity the Johns.
Who could we cast for this movie?
For Dar. I was going to say, who's going to play Dar?
The only one skinny enough with a decent enough body now is Bill. He's the chef.
The chef.
The
Oh,
rest
yes.
of us are way too.
Chef, you can do it. You can talk like Dar, though.
We'll have to dub over.
We need a new, should he remain Dar? I guess he cannot not be Dar. So who's voicing the other critters? Who are the ferrets? We got Kevin Hart and The Rock.
I think Shark has to be one of them.
He's always talking
Well, you know.
about the truth of the matter.
Right. Those swords were actually not created yet. Those were
Yeah, well, I could tell by those swords. This was the Iron Age, boys. They didn't even have steel yet.
That's just what the ferret's saying.
To the guys who's going to cut his tail.
Critiquing the movie.
Hey, that sword there, that ain't even possible. He said, hey, did you guys see those eagle folks earlier? Hey, Dar, this is after Christ.
Bob could be Mayox. For sure. Dr. Bob.
Doc is Mayox, put a little nose on him so he looks a little more Gargamel-esque.
Yeah?
Bring me this master of beasts. Mayox is Zelek. He escapes. Him and the
Well, we
Jones.
can't have Bob and we can't have Dr. Bob in the movie because we'd have to have a chiropractor on staff. We could.
Sure, I can't afford that shit.
No. Bob, you're out.
I'm Mayox, baby. I'm stepping in. That's what I had to do in the last.
I would be the Hawk.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just you with a green screen behind you, carrying off the child.
Hello, child.
You got the child with your feet.
I think we can do this.
It'll be like a Neil Bren.
Oh, we can do this.
If you're not on, well, I know you're not a TikTok guy, but it's on Instagram and YouTube as well. If you're not Neil Bren, he makes horrible movies. He's a realtor from Las Vegas. He has a lot of money, and he likes to make his own movies. This is what it reminds me of. They're all green screened, and they all look horrible.
I like it.
But just you, that scene. The rest of it's going to look good, but you carrying the child and or flying as an eagle. Mayox is sacrificing kids. Somehow Beastmaster, oh, that's right, the chick, he's going to rape the chick. His tiger shows up. He's like the beast. He grabs her, pretends to save her.
We have the scene.
It's all,
we have the...
I don't think we do.
No, keep going. It's the one we were on. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's the scene.
That's exactly it. He grabs her. He never discusses where this crown comes from, by the way.
No.
He grabs her. He's like, the beast is fierce.
I'm Dar.
I'm Dar. The beast is fierce. I will save you. And I love it because the tiger's like, screw this guy. He's like, I'm going to lay down. And Dar has to scare off the tiger. He falls in love real quick with this chick.
Like 4 seconds.
4 seconds. He jumps on her and he's like, and then, but then he realizes she's a slave and he says, they whip you like beasts. He's the Beastmaster. You get it? They whip her like a beast. That's why he falls for her. She's a beast, you guys. Well, she's not a beast. She's been treated like a beast, much like he has. Yep. He chases her.
And now he's her master.
I think I'm going to throw away my notes. He chases her to a temple, which is Mayox, and he's sacrificing kids. We see this one kid, this guy named, what's his name, Sacco or something stupid?
Yeah, Sacco.
Sacco's got a girl that's being sacrificed. Beastmaster was
I fly in.
Copple flies picks her up with his mouth or feet. Not sure which one.
I'd probably use my feet.
Saves her. Later, cut to Beastmaster. Oh, yeah, Mayox sees him. He's like, who is this Master Beast? He takes him to Sacco's. He asks about the girls. Eventually, Beastmaster gets back there. He saves Kara. Is that her name? Kiri. Is that right?
Kira.
He saves the beautiful lady here. But not before he meets the Pilgrim. Which we think is code for black person. John Amos himself.
Yeah.
Good
James.
Time. Good time.
Good time.
Damn. There he is.
We lucky we got him.
He helps free the You helped free me, fool. Hey, John Amos.
We could bring JJ in too.
I know. JJ.
We could bring JJ into the movie.
What's JJ gonna be?
Dynamite.
Just to have his catchphrase?
Yeah.
Later. He could have some explosives in the tar pit.
Look out! It's dynamite! What you talking about, fool? Dynamite!
Ain't got
Great scene.
Ain't no dynamite invented yet. Chinese around here or something?
What, they come in on the railroad? Shit.
I'm Mr. T.
Edit.
He can't get in there. It's maybe I do have to go back to my notes. The Beastmaster.
Be sure to cut that.
Oh no, the edit machine. I've told you before. The edit machine is broken. Let's see here. He's got his friends. He goes there with these folks, right? Does he? Oh no, Kara's getting. Might as well just jump ahead. He uses his hawk to see these slave girls are getting taken to sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fun scene.
That's great.
Well, no, not that. Not the idea of the scene, but like it's weird because it's daylight. And they're getting taken to the river, and it cuts back to them, and it's dark as shit.
Right.
It's like, wait a minute. Are you seeing in the future? Does your eagle see the future, Dar? I am Dar. I am like Marty McFly.
I'm Dar. My eagle hawk can see into the future.
My eagle hawk. We don't need roads where we're going, Dar.
Right.
But they go save Kara, and these bad guys are drowning her, and then there's a big fight. The tiger comes back, Black Tiger. He's like, the beast is fierce. He lets John Amos do all the fighting. Cut to, they have all the monks that were going to sacrifice.
Aren't you gonna fight, fool?
Hey, fool, you making me do all this fighting, then you gonna make me fly. Stop giving me eagle vision.
You know I'm gonna throw up. Hairball. Oh, here it comes.
Somebody retouch my mohawk. Give me some more shoe polish. You start to see my red. By the way, did I say this last time? I think I did. If you go to the St. Louis Zoo, get the trolley train pass. Just because
we talked about that.
It takes you behind the tiger sanctuary. And they were all, it's the most action in the big cat sanctuary I've ever seen in my life. And it was so worth, it's like $7 or something.
Right.
They literally, one of your stop stations is right behind it. And where you are, they're right there. And we got to see so much tiger action.
St. Louis Zoo, best free zoo in America. Guaranteed.
It's so
a
so
great
nice.
zoo.
It's a great zoo. It really is. Let's see. How about a little help?
And they serve beer there.
Oh yeah, I didn't know
That's a
that.
bonus.
I did not know that.
That is a huge bonus.
Podo, my friend. Let's see here. I'm so behind in my notes. The two go there. They get the chick. They free the chick from the water. They throw the monks into the water, drown them in a very cool way by cutting a rope. It's one of those classic outlaw Josie Wells that are on a boat, on a rope boat ferry. I guess that's what you call. They cut the rope, and Seth starts
There's
laughing.
none of those
at him.
around anymore, really.
Not
I guess
really.
motors took the place of ropes.
Yeah.
maybe.
Tombo's, I heard, got one back here.
There you go. Sometimes you need one of those. Here lately, with all the flooding.
It's true. But yeah, they save him, and then we get a real creepy part where they're like, Beastmaster, we need your help to free our King Zed, which is Beastmaster's father. He doesn't realize it, and he says, I am Dar. Ask your cousin to come ask me. Have your cousin ask me. Make it sexy.
Which would be...
And then, because...
Hang on, we did the family tree breakdown.
No, we didn't last time, because I just realized, as I was thinking about it the other day, Dar's related to this chick somehow.
So, yeah, it's his first cousin. Because the boy is Dar's little brother.
Little brother. That's right. And she is...
his cousin.
his cousin.
Also Dar's first cousin.
Yes.
And Dar is okay with all of this.
Dar's like, she is attractive. I do not care if she's my first or second cousin.
I do not care what our offspring looks like. I am Dar.
Is this House of the Dragon? Incense.
I will breed her.
I like to keep the family line pure. No pilgrims around here. We say that because when he meets John Amos, he says, I've never met a pilgrim before. Are you all the same? And John Amos is like, I guess, motherfucker. You talking about?
I'm talking about pilgrim.
Hey, dawg, stop asking them stupid questions, fool.
Hey, man. I'm a cat and I didn't even know not to say that.
Yeah, man, I just figured it out. Johnny Legs, John Leguizamo is one of the ferrets. He's got an annoying voice. And the other one should be a lady, obviously, because
Ellen.
Ellen.
Yeah.
Oh, Ellen? Oh, God, no.
Ellen DeGeneres.
I'm thinking, no. Nicole Byer. Someone of this Ellen.
Hey.
Oh, Christ. She's canceled.
Hey, we can bring her back.
You mean you can do
We're
it?
clearly uncancelable. Otherwise, we would have been canceled by now.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as we get like actual numbers, we're
I was
canceled.
going to say, as soon as people really watch the Pam Grier sex bot clip
Yeah, that was.
that is out there, it's there.
Your great uncle or great grandpa.
Yep. She's a slave. She's not a slave. There's a whole thing about that, but then that was before they find her. I'm sorry, I'm so far behind. They catch her, and then they go to save the king, right? That's the next thing. They go to the temple. They break in the temple. They go to Sacco. Sacco's like, "Don't talk to me. I didn't want to actually help you." And they're like, "Come on, Sacco." It's the hawk. This is the hawk. And who's the hawk? You're the hawk.
Yeah.
You just come up there and go, "Rah!" And Sacco's like, I should play Sacco. Right?
Yeah. You can play several characters.
I'm more of a Sacco. Hey, I didn't really mean it. I'm a coward. Why are you coming here? Play off the top. You really want help from me? I'm Sacco. I know you saved my daughter. Oh, I'm a coward. I'm a Sacco. Leave me alone, Eagle Hawk.
And I'm like,
No! I'm a little coward boy.
Jesus Christ.
Sacco! Oh! We were so close, we weren't really.
No.
For WDBX listeners, they get the king. The king calls him a freak. Is this just like the other one? We're gonna have we actually have about another minute. No, not really. Sacco,
Call us the law.
get him in there. They save the king. This is where the Judas Priest bondage gears guy shows up.
Yeah, those guys, man. They should have had a way bigger role in the movie.
If this movie was more about them and like people becoming them, it would have been a lot better movie because that whole scene's pretty
They're
gruesome.
very like Lord of the Rings-esque.
They really
type
are. What are they
characters.
called? Death guards?
Death
Something
guards.
like? They like put a
They
weird.
guard death? I don't understand that term, but
They're the gods to death. I'm
talking about? They don't kill nobody.
I'm the Death Guard. It'd be great. If
I'm Dar.
Death Guards were voiced by the same
He gets
guy.
turned in the second one. I'm Dar. I'm a Death Guard.
He's got stuff. He still talks normally, but in between his freak out.
That would be great.
I am Dar. I am here to kill you. I'm a Death Guard.
That would be great.
The Death Guards, they put these cool slugs in their ear and they go crazy. They put a thing mask on and they give them Rob Halford two-poo things from the last movie we did, Death Dimension. They give him those. And there's a scene where Dar has to crawl across this rope. Oh, we're off the radio now, aren't we? See you later.
Sorry, radio audience.
Good night, Carbondale. We love you. Anyway, they got to crawl over these fucking ropes. These guys are down in the dungeon grabbing at him. I showed my son this part. I was like, this part, like, I loved this part when I was little. I thought it was really effective. And he was so unimpressed with it.
Well, nowadays there's so much more.
He was just like, that's not scary. It was scary.
It was terrifying to me as a child.
Yeah, I was like, what do you, I'm just saying, like, look at it, it's a bunch of, look at these guys. They're reaching for him. He's got to crawl over it. And he's just like, they can't even reach him. Fucking all right.
Like, why would you go through the trouble to turn multiple human beings into these death guards?
And their job.
And their job is to be in these rooms where this slat opens up and they reach into a hallway. This is their guarding. They're death guards, and this is what they do for a living. And I like.
And also, at the end of this death tunnel guarded by the death guards, there's a lever that Beastmaster looks like it's all he can do to
almost
move it
impossible to
about
move
this
it.
much. And then it goes.
Closes the slats. They must have
This
missed the
bothered me as a child, and it bothered me every time I watched this movie. Where the
I'm gonna go ahead, fool.
Where's his tiger at?
Right.
He's just like Roo. We didn't even cover it. He names his tiger Roo, which is his strength.
Right.
I'm gonna be your strength, fool. You weak little white boy. I'm gonna do it. You let me in that temple. We never see him again until later in the movie.
He climbed. Yeah, he goes down that.
Oh, that's right. He goes down the thing. He sends them with the girls because he goes to a cool skull room where they capture the king. He cuts this skull thing. A cool thing opens up. Water starts filling in. Firewalker-esque.
Looks like it's gonna flood the shit out of that room.
Yep,
and
does much
20 minutes later in this scene, the water is still like ankle deep.
much like
They had
Firewalker.
yeah.
That had a good half hour before it was going to even rise an
Yeah,
inch.
there was no
The floods we had recently were worse.
no cause to be alarmed.
No. Kiri comes back. She's like, she goes down the tunnel. We never know how she comes back. Oh, we know how she comes back because 10 minutes before this, they set up something that is never addressed again. I just realized why they did it. That's how she knew how to get back
Oh,
to
that
him.
back way.
Because they say, there's one line in the movie, she's a warrior of an ancient sect.
Yes. Yes.
This was once her home.
Right. So she knows all the back ways,
She knows
passageways, byways, leeways.
Yes. I didn't put that together till right now.
Yeah.
And then she comes back.
We didn't put it together the last
No,
time.
she comes back
Last
through
time.
a chute, and Dar's like, "Hey, I'm
Through the rear
I'm
chute.
waiting for." That's right.
She comes through the rear
She comes
chute.
to the rear chute. Dar's like, "Hey, I'm just waiting for my ferrets because the Death Guards are after the ferrets because they stole some keys for Dar." He's like, "I'm waiting for my ferrets. I will later let Richard Gere borrow the." I know people said it was gerbils, but in fact,
So he could have got out. The whole thing could have been over there, but he's waiting on
he's
his
waiting
ferrets
on his ferrets.
that stole the
Togo,
keys that he no longer
Togo,
even needs.
You are my friend. I do not need your keys, but I am waiting for you.
You were my cunning.
She comes back through the chute right as the ferrets come in and grab him, and then right then the Death Guard comes back. It was actually a funny beat where Dar looks up and he's like, "Let's go." And they escape right as they come in. It's actually pretty well done. And then they come out with the king, and the king calls Dar a freak.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You freak." And he doesn't know it's his son yet, right? He's like, "You freak. I'm not following you." We forgot. Mayox gave everybody these sweet effing rings with these eyeballs somehow, and they're out there in the world, and they're always spying on people. His ferrets, little thieves they are, his cunning, has stole one. His buddy,
Yeah.
which is the king's son.
Dar's brother.
Dar's brother, is wearing it. And the King Zed is like, "We're going to send 18 soldiers to the south, and we're going to have a wagon to the east."
Just the whole plot.
The entire plot.
The whole war plan.
And Seth is like, "Whoa, there's a ring here. Watch this
A ring with eyeball movement.
eyeball." He picks it
These
up.
are not good times.
"Hey, Seth, you see that ring over there? I think there's a witch there behind it." Seth gets a cool stick out of the fire, ember, burns it,
yeah.
burns one of the putty-faced witch's eyes.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
So that was the last witch. Like they all officially got killed at that point, I think.
Oh, no.
Or, no.
When
She
they
was
come,
still alive.
one of them comes back at least.
So she just got her eye poked out.
Yeah. At which time, Seth is like, "Hey, King Zed, who's blind, he's called Dar a freak. Dar's off crying his eyes out. And he's like, they're spying on us, that eyeball thing. We can't do what we just said." And the king's like, fuck it. We're just going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
It'll be fine.
I don't have time to think.
I don't
of
have time
new
about a new
plan.
plan. I said 18 soldiers on the west, you motherfucker.
And Rue's like, "What you talking about, man? We got plenty of time. We don't have to attack right now."
He's like, "We need to build an army like Dar said." Where they get this army, I don't know.
Hey, man, Dar's real dumb, but this is the first time he makes sense, man. You're right, man. He's a freak, though.
I've been hanging out with this guy for a while.
He be reading my mind. I be
I'll be
reading
honest.
his.
He's a freak show. Why didn't he just talk to them horses the Juns were on?
Why didn't he just call all these birds in to attack this fool and peck his eyes out and kill him in the movie?
He talked to all these beasts, or just the three of us.
What happened to that bear? Why does any human gotta fight anybody?
They was going to bring that bear back, but the animal handler cost way too much money for a bear.
That and the blood on the bear's face always
They also
changing.
said the chance of the tiger attacking the bear was high. In fact, they tried to have it, and they had to cut the scene out because there was a death. The crew was placing odds on the bear. They were wrong.
They were throwing big hunks of meat out there just to try to make him fight.
The real reason the tiger was painted black because he had so much
This
bear
is Mr.
blood.
T explaining all of this to us on the phone.
The tiger was painted black because he had so much blood on him from the bear.
We can't shoot the rest of this movie with all this blood on this tiger. Everybody gonna know what happened to that bear.
People gonna look at that bear. People gonna look at that tiger and say, "That goddamn tiger's covered in bear blood."
Look how fat he is now. Ate that whole bear.
He ate that whole goddamn.
We can't use any of this footage.
He's covered in blood. My stomach's in.
None of this footage.
It's all going out there. Yeah, that machine's been broken for years. This is my 300th episode.
And machines are only good for 300 episodes, man. And they're broke forever. What do you mean you can't edit this?
That tiger killed that bear. Don Coscarelli was like, let's keep going. We'll use it. That bear won't die in vain. I don't know where we are.
I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys.
Where are we? Who
I
am
don't
I?
remember how that movie ends now. I'm dark. I don't remember.
We don't see what happens, but their plan fails. Sacco comes back, I come back, and I'm like, oh, Dar! The king has been taken. It is all forgone. There's no hope, Dar. And Dar's like, well, I guess I gotta go back.
Sends the hawk out with the talisman that.
That's right. He's like, trouble's coming. We forgot. We didn't even talk about
cover that.
He went to this awesome. It's actually cool. It's a matte painting. It's a really cool tree with a bunch of orbs. He goes up there. It's what I remembered as a child the most as I think about the movie from back then. And there's a weird guy in a cage that he cuts free, and then we see all these eagle, like skin bird people, who bat things
Something.
who like eat people inside their wings, spread their wings open. Their bones and armor fall out. They're about to kill Dar.
Green goo.
Yeah, Dar finds this fucking crock pot full of human bones and shit. He's like, God damn, these bird people. There's also a Nazi bird symbol there.
Yep.
And but then his hawk eagle comes in, flies in. Ha, you! You come land on the Nazi symbol. And then his arm. That's gonna be tough to get you on Bill G's arm.
Well, I'll just have to do some.
That's gonna have to take some editing.
I'll have to do. I got the editing. I got the chops for that.
I mean, chef. Oh shit! I said a name. Anyway,
Nobody's paying attention.
no. Yes. Anyway, his hawk lands, and all the bird creatures are like, "Holy shit! This guy talks to hawks." Because you're like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
And the tiger's outside, like, "God damn! I'm glad I saw
Somebody
this.
shut that hawk up.
I'm trying to sleep, fool."
We really do have to hire Mr. T for this.
Mr. T, we love you. Don't be mad at us. So that's that. So yes, he gives his bird that talisman that they gave him because they let him go, and the leader's like, whoosh, and gives him a talisman that he takes with him.
Also, they're
Yeah.
beasts, and he should be able to control them.
That's also very true. I won't talk about their makeup. The Juns are coming, right? Oh no, he gets to. There's going to be another sacrifice of Kiri.
Yeah.
And of
Man, they just want to
and
knock her off.
Seth. It takes about a good 10 minutes for them to try to stab her.
Yep.
Up on top of the altar, they're going to sacrifice some people. Dar shows up. He frees Seth and the king's son, and they have the gayest outfits on. They're like got robes on, like the the killers.
They're showing a lot of butt.
The priests that are going to sacrifice them have put like robe things on them, sacrificial robes. But then they're like, time to fight. They throw those off, and they're like He-Man-esque.
It's like,
but like high thigh, high ass.
it's
One of them's a child. It feels very like.
Yeah,
Is he wearing a samurai? Or I'm sorry.
it's like a
sumo?
jock. It's like a jock strap almost.
It is almost like a jock strap. You're right. I was gonna say sumo.
Only
but
it
you're
shows
right.
more.
It shows more. It's literally like a G-string jock strap up this little kid's ass. It's horrible. They show up. They fight. Beastmaster gets up there. They kill. What's his name? Mayox. Eventually, they're gonna fucking stab.
Did we lose
Kiri.
Pogo?
Not yet. Pogo is the hero because Beastmaster.
I am the hero.
Johnny Legs, with his fun rhetoric. They're
That was way earlier with Pogo.
they're wrestling. He jumps in the fire to save Dar and kill Mayox. He's like, oh, Dar lost Pogo into the fire. They save Kiri. He stabs one of the witches. They turn into a dove. Look, she was an evil witch. Do they get to turn into a dove?
I think so. Yeah.
I never understand that part. Was she really good?
She's done her time, bro.
Yeah, we also missed the part where there's a cool part where Dar has to use Rue's vision to look through a door to stab the witch that's above him.
Yeah.
And so Rue's out there. He's like, she's on the ceiling, fool. She's crawling up the
No, man, straight up.
She's crawling up the wall.
Wait, you mean straight up like yes or straight or straight up, straight up?
Are you making fun of me? This wouldn't happen if you were white. Wait a minute. If you were white.
If you were.
Anyway, that's a cool scene where he's got to use it. Anyway, he stabs her, turns into a dove, flies off. Then you're like, hey, cool, man, wrapped up. Killed Mayox. Nope. Looking to the horizon, and much like when they attacked Dar's childhood home, we see the dust cloud, the very horrible special effect of the dust cloud coming towards the village. And then they do maybe the coolest part of the movie. They cover the tar pit in dirt to make it look like it's not there. And then Dar brings up some kind of goddamn, the test of the tar was a test of my youth. I'm like, you didn't fucking grow up here, Dar.
Right.
You dipshit. Was this a test in your other fucking house?
Yeah.
Your other Ghostbusters home? Anyway, the Jun come, they attack, they set the moat on fire. The oil moat tar catches on fire. The king's son can't do it. Dar has to do it because he gets shot by an arrow.
Yeah.
Dar saves it. Dar fights the Jun leader with the cool. I used to have a picture of it, but it was too dark. I took it off. Kills the Jun leader. Pretty cool fight. Jun leader's weapon's really cool. It's a big staff with things at his skull.
It's a little much.
It can also turn
a little
into
much.
a chain.
It gets stuck all the time.
It gets stuck a lot, which Dar
not good
uses
for a
to his
weapon.
advantage. I have my father's sword and my
I am Dar.
Taras.
I see your weapon is multi-purpose. Mine is not. And mine does not get stuck.
Your weapon is clever, but the bridge is made of wood. It will get stuck. Actually, his weapon does get stuck.
Yeah.
He knocks it out of his hand. It falls perfectly down and goes ping, like movie swords do, and to which he can't pull it out. He does. He karate kicks
What do
this
you mean
guy.
movie swords? Dude, real swords do that?
Oh, I forgot when you're using a real sword outside. Very often it will fly out of my hand.
Absolutely.
And just land perfectly into the ground
And go ting,
or a piece of
and
wood.
be stuck
And ting.
stuck as shit.
And you're like, man, this son of a bitch isn't coming out of
Glad
here.
nobody's attacking me.
Well, all the yard work's done for the day. And go back inside for a cool, refreshing gin drink.
Yep.
Anyway,
We should do gin drinks next time.
I thought about doing them today. I love a gin drink.
I love booze. Doesn't matter what kind.
I am Dar.
I am Dar. I love booze. Hell, I'm drinking just a huge mason jar of vodka right now. So.
My vodka I keep in the freezer like a real movie alcoholic. We were talking about it last night about putting some booze in the freezer. I was like, alcoholics in movies keep their booze in freezers. I've never once put
Well, it's
a
a
bottle
safe
in the
place
freezer.
for it. Nobody will steal it.
I guess so. I need my vodka. I need my vodka ice
Some
cold.
people say freezer. Some people say safe. You know. Gotta keep things on ice, baby.
They kill the Juns.
Yeah.
The bird people finally
Bird
show
people.
back up. Really fun beat where the bird people show up. They're really gross. They kill all the Juns that are left because they have them circled.
Yeah, really, Dar doesn't.
That doesn't do much.
It's all the bird people that save him.
Yeah, the bird people save the day, and then there's kind of the last ones left, and it's a funny beat where Dar's like, "We need to go. Let's go," because these guys are crazy.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much Beastmaster.
That's pretty much Beastmaster. The next day, the king's arm, he's like, they make out a thing like he's gonna die, and they're like, "Oh, he's fine. His arm's just hurt." And then Seth realizes that Dar has this symbol on his hand. He's actually the true king.
Now that
Zed's dead. Zed's dead,
Zed's
baby.
dead, baby. Yeah.
Zed's dead.
Zed's dead.
Who's Zed? Yeah, Zed's dead, and but Dar's like, I don't want the king. You know, we've never talked about this before, but Dar's like, I am not settled for. I'm not suited for king. I am an explorer.
My friends are animals.
Yeah, I have my cunning, my strength. I do not need a kingdom.
You got me too, fool.
And then he says the most strained line of dialogue in the entire movie.
Well,
He already has the greatest right hand
Yeah.
a king could ever need.
Meaning James from Good
And
Times.
there is a little trivia. Beastmaster. Seth says something about his left arm. And it's not his left arm; it's his right arm. He like misspeaks. It's even in like the IMDb trivia. He gives the king his karas, his little thing to throw. He's up on the thing practicing. He sees the hawk eagle come fly by. It's you flying by in the sky. And then Kara is like,
okay, you want him to go make some deformed children?
she's like, oh, where'd Beastmaster go? And Seth's like, he took off. And she's like, son of a. And she goes off running. She catches up with him on top of a mountain, as you do. He's got Mr. T with him. He's got the ferret, one ferret. Turns out the other ferret, lady. She had some babies, little pogos, all in the pouch. Him and Kiri have a sweet kiss upon the mountain. I don't have it. I just want to see her one more time.
Have a sweet kiss on the
They have
mountain.
a kiss on the mountain, and that is the end of Beastmaster. Does this movie really tie the room together? Absolutely. I still loved it.
Yeah, it holds up.
Unfortunately, it's not on Amazon anymore. It literally disappeared the night before, 2 nights before we were going to do this, because I was going to put it back on, and I was like, holy crap, it's gone.
It holds up.
It holds up. I loved it. It's fun.
There's no blood
It's
at
silly.
all.
There's no blood. It is a like PG, except for the boobies movie.
That's why it stayed PG. They're like, okay, fine. If you have to have the boobs, there can be no
Which they
blood.
Didn't need. They could
No
have just been out
blood at
there.
all.
Yeah,
And so
you're
they-
right. I didn't even think about it. But there's no blood. There's some cool scenes. There's some fun stuff. Dar's fun.
And when it's on KPLR TV,
yeah, absolutely.
the boob scene's getting cut.
Yeah, I was gonna say Channel 11, Channel 13. You didn't see the boobs anyway, or the VHS my mom made me. Beastmaster, I give it 5 Caucasians out of 5.
Five out of 5 Caucasians?
Yeah,
Is that a new rating system we're doing?
If that's sure, why not? I give it 5 Dars.
Shit, I just got that. $5 instead of 5 stars.
That's right.
All right.
5 Dars.
Took me a minute. I'm a little slow.
That's right.
I'm a little slow.
But yeah, second time around, still
Yeah.
had a fun time. Beastmaster, love it. Check it out. So many good things to laugh about and have a good time.
Yep.
And let's redo it with Mr. T.
Yes.
I got to hit stop.
And
'cause I'm a
Chef.
And Chef. Chef, Mr. T, you, me is Sacco. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, everybody.
We got to get out of here before the storm hits
I swear
again.
to
We lose
God,
this
I got to
footage.
hit stop or I'm going to lose my mind.
We said that 47 times in the last one.
We did, and we never did it, so I'm doing it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Love you.